Hello, welcome to another episode of American English. I am Arshad. Today we'll be discussing about infinitives and gerunds. What is an infinitive and what is a gerund? English learners have difficulty with gerunds and infinitives. So let's explore. Gerunds and infinitives are very common in the English language. They can be used in many situations. Sometimes you may use an infinitive and gerund. Sometimes you have to choose between the two because using one may be completely wrong. Now, what is an infinitive? The infinitive form of a verb appears either as the basic form or with the word to. For example, what do you love doing? Maybe you are learning to draw. Maybe all you want to do is to read comic books. Maybe you are planning to start your own business. Or maybe you'll soon decide to travel the world. I like to run. The president decided not to participate in the discussion. I expect to know my exam grade by tomorrow. He learned not to trust anyone. So what are these? These are all examples of infinitives. Now let's find out what is a gerund. A gerund is the ing form of a verb that functions the same as a noun. In other words, gerunds are formed by adding ing to the verb. Example, sleeping, drawing, swimming. But they are not the ing verb forms that you see in the present or past continuous tense. They look the same, but gerunds are exactly verb forms used as nouns. For example, what is your hobby? Going to the beach, playing video games, hiking, or walking, singing, dancing. What are these? These are all examples of gerunds. I'll give you another example so that you can understand it better. I'm going to differentiate it with the tense and the gerund. Example number 1, I am sleeping. This is the present continuous tense. Sleeping here is part of the verb. It is not a gerund. Now look at the other example. I don't like sleeping. This is present simple, but it contains a gerund. Does it confusing? Yes, it does. English learners have difficulty with gerunds and infinitives, and knowing the difference between them and using them correctly are essential to speaking English properly, especially in business English settings. All right, let's check out with some more examples, and you can understand it by differentiating between the gerund and the infinitive. Let's explore further. Here is an example. Which sentence is correct? Sentence 1, I suggested going to dinner. Sentence 2, I suggested to go to dinner. Sentence 1 with the gerund is correct. I suggested going to dinner. Why? You can only use a gerund after the verb suggest. Let's take the word like. You can say I like running or I like to run. Both sentences have the same meaning. You can use either a gerund or an infinitive after like. Now let's try enjoy. We can say I enjoy running, but we cannot say I enjoy to run. Confused? Why? Only a gerund can follow the verb enjoy. I know that you are confused still. You are not alone. Gerunds and infinitives confuse even very advanced English learners. Now that you know the difference between infinitives and gerunds, let's introduce the rules that will help you use both correctly. Now, the rules which I am going to share will help you understand how infinitives and gerunds should be used. You should make sure to practice them so you can use them in real life. 3 simple rules to master the use of gerunds and infinitives. Rule number 1: gerunds can be used as a subject of a sentence. Take a look at some examples. Example number 1: walking is good for your health. Example number 2: making friends has become more difficult since I moved to a new city. Example number 3: becoming a millionaire is a dream of many young people today. Here, the gerunds are part of the sentence: subjects, walking, making, becoming. All 3 sentences sound like normal, everyday English. So, gerunds are much more commonly used as subjects. Both gerunds and infinitives can be used as objects of a sentence. You may say, I enjoy drawing, or you may also say, yesterday I decided to draw. Both sentences are correct, but one has an infinitive as the object and the other has a gerund as the object. What is the difference? It's the verbs that precede or come before the object. Some verbs require a gerund and some will require an infinitive. Native speakers do not think about the difference, but English learners have to memorize the hundreds of different verb combinations. With practice, you'll be able to remember which one is which. Here are a few examples of verbs that need to be followed by an infinitive. 1. Agree. I agreed to go to a party with my friend. Number 2. Decide. The president decided not to participate in the discussions. Number 3. Deserve. Everyone deserves to be respected. Number 4. Expect. I expect to know my exam grade by tomorrow. Number 5. Hope. We were hoping to avoid traffic by leaving early. Number 6. Learn. He learned not to trust anyone. Number 7. Need. She needs to learn how to cook. Number 8. Offer. I offered to help my brother with homework. Number 9. Want. I don't want to go to bed yet. Number 10. Wait. I cannot wait to see my family. And here are a few examples of verbs that need to be followed by a gerund. Number 1. Admit. They admitted changing the schedule. Number 2. Advise. I advise proceeding or moving forward with caution. Number 3, avoid. She avoided looking me in the eye. Number 4, consider. I considered staying silent, but I had to tell her. Number 5, deny. I denied knowing about his secret. Now the rule number 3, gerunds are used after prepositions. You almost always find a gerund after a preposition. For example, she is afraid of flying. In the sentence, of is the preposition and flying is the gerund. You cannot say she is afraid of to fly. An infinitive cannot be the object of a preposition. Only a gerund can. You could say she is afraid to fly, but in this sentence the preposition of is gone. Gerunds and infinitives may be confusing, but they make your English speech more varied and colorful. It is very useful to study them and practice using them correctly. The more you notice gerunds and infinitives in your study of the English language, the easier it will get. Sometimes you will be unsure if you need to use infinitive or a gerund in a sentence. In this situation, try changing the sentence and saying what you want to say in a different way. It is very important to practice. Practice, 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 and you can master the usage of gerunds and infinitives. Now that you have learned and mastered the usage of gerunds and infinitives, please do subscribe our channel, hit the like button and click onto the notification bell icon to get the notification of our new videos. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye for now.